David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. So it's the Spurs now. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Wembanyama.
Yes, sir.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
So it's the Spurs now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Wembanyama, a screen. It's tipped. Pass to Castle. 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama, right side. Barnes, the screen. Fox, no good. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Fox. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Drives to the hoop. And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Ivy. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Cunningham's shot is off. Spurs trailed by 4. And Wembanyama outside. The kick out to Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Inside. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Now, here's Fox. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Cunningham. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Fires it up. Pass to Ivy. George from deep three-point land. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Barnes the screen. And that one, good. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Cunningham outside. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Fox. There's the drive. And it's all evened up. Fox has got 6.
So shifty. Fox gets in there anytime he wants to.
Pass to Cunningham. On the wing, Harris. He's got 6. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harris. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Fox, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside. Back to Wembanyama. The kick out to Barnes. Barnes the screen. Fox uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
The Pistons trailing. On the wing, Harris. Good on the triple. To the middle. And stolen by Harris. 3 on 3. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
Vassell outside. The kick out to Barnes. Wembanyama, right side. 4 on the clock. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Harris. Ivy with it. Back to Harris. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Down low. And the dunk by Barnes.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Now, here's Ivey. Still scoreless.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
They get a hand on it. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pistons trailed by 3. And slam dunk by Ivey.
And one of the best guard finishers, Ivey, relentless when attacking the rim.
For Jaden Ivey, the offense, Brent, looks great. Defensively, though, there's a lot to improve on.
Well, sometimes as an individual defender, you can look worse because the team defense isn't there. And so there's been sort of this reflective quality about that. But for Jaden to take on or take the next step, certainly defensively, with all of that athletic ability, he could be elite on that end of the floor.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Now, here's Ivey. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
That's some classic Chris Paul in action, reading the floor and finding the opening.
Harris a screen. Pass to Erickson. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Beasley.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Ivey following the bucket by the Spurs. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Ivey to the paint. Here's Erickson, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Barnes outside, takes the 3. They get it again. The kick out to Fox. Barnes outside, lock at 6. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
How about Harrison Barnes playing with a little bit of flair out there?
Ivey with the bucket. Ivey's got 5 points so far.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
I'd say that's impossible, but he does this every night, folks. Victor Wembanyama.
Beasley.
And that one is good by Beasley. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Harrison Barnes continues to be a consummate professional. Goes out and competes every night. Gives you everything he's got.
Now, here's Cunningham. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Outside, George. Another three for Detroit.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Fox. 8 points for him. The kick out to Barnes. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Pretty focused play right there from Harrison Barnes, showing he has what it takes to convert sometimes those challenging buckets like that one there.
De'Aaron Fox, Brent, is a very special player, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, it's true. De'Aaron Fox is a blur in the open court, but it's his leadership that really has come along at such an early stage. And you think about the run that he went on with the Kings just a couple of years ago. He's not settling with that. He wants more. He wants to play in the postseason, and he's capable of getting any team there.
Oh, big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player, and he's very, very good at that.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And they double up Cunningham. Chalk up two there.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Barnes. And it's sent back by George. Cunningham's shot is off. San Antonio leading. Vassell outside. Back to Paul. Barnes the screen. Lets it go with a three. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Kicks it out to Paul. From past the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And if he gets a good look, Paul's going to make you pay from distance.
It's Cunningham with the drive. Beasley outside. Back to George. Another three for Detroit.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Harrison Barnes getting it done for the Spurs. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Spurs leading by 4. Right side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Brent, De'Aaron Fox. I mean, how do you cover him?
Well, Kevin, the first thing I do is ask for help. I keep my other defenders aware that I'm not going to slow this guy down at any point. So try to get him to his offhand, which is his right hand, and then make sure that he's taking more shots and not being in transition, because that's where De'Aaron Fox is at his best.
They set the pick. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Down low. Wembanyama. Wembanyama deadly inside.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Cunningham inside. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Hitting Jays off the catch, one of the many ways Thompson can beat you.
To the middle. Vassell outside. Left side, Fox. Pass to Castle. Driving the lane. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
And here's Ivy. The screen from Thompson. The shot by George, wide open. Another three for Detroit.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The lead is 2. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Ausar Thompson.
Barnes getting to the inside. He sees that the defense is closing in, and he still takes the hit.
Good on the second free throw. Pistons trailed by 3. Ivy with it. Now guarded by Fox. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Pass to George. Back to Cunningham. Now George. 11 points in the game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio leading by 5. Inside. Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Pass to Ivy. There's the pick. Here's Harris. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Pass to Wembanyama. George with the steal. Back to Cunningham. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. 6 on the shot clock. Now here is Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Wembanyama looking it over. Johnson outside. Back to Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here is Cunningham. He has 7. And Cunningham with the slam.
And this is where Cade Cunningham showing his ability to get above the rim as a point guard. This makes him special.
Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the two areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
Connects from three-point range. Castle's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Pass to Ivy. Harris a screen. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Harris has got 21 in the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game so far. 6 to shoot. Takes it inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
And Cade really navigating that pick and roll to perfection.
Right side, Fox. Over Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Fox.
Substitution on the court.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Cunningham on the wing. He's got 11. Driving to the basket. And they double up Cunningham. The shot by Ivy, no good. Now here's Paul. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Pistons. Why even bring it inside when you've got him on the perimeter after that quarter? Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Pistons leading by 4. Into the lane. Hardaway with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Hardaway has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pistons. There's the pick to the inside. Great positioning on the putback.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
And it's Detroit's ball. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Outside for George. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Shot clock at 6. Here's Beasley. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Beasley's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Ball outside. A 3-ball. It's not going to go for him. And Beasley has the ball here for Detroit. Pass to George. In the corner, it's Harris. Harris draws the double. Here's Ivy. Here's George. Counted. And now it's a 9-point Detroit lead.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
There's the screen. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Detroit leading by 9. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cunningham with it. And George with the stuff.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Fires the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trailed by 11. They set the screen. It's Fox with the drive. Here's Cameron. And that one drops for him. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Detroit making a switch. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point.
And Fox can just explode out of the pick and roll to get to his spot.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Pistons making a change here. Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. For 3, Harris. And another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
To the middle. It's deflected. And stolen by Ivy. Ahead. And George gets it to go. Now that's 17 points for George. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Well, you can't simulate the length of Wemby. He's just so much to deal with down low.
In the corner, it's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Harris has got 15 points in just the second half. They double-team Wembanyama. Kept alive. Here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes up top. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Bangs home the trifecta. Cunningham's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Detroit.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
Pistons leading by 14 to the paint. On the wing, Barnes. Wembanyama outside. Rebounded by the Pistons.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Detroit.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tobias Harris.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Fox deciding where to go with it. And it's Fox with the jam. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. A 12-point game. And they double up Cunningham. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul. Substitution.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham outside. Out to Harris. Traps in the tray. Harris has got 30.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team.